kids of my hometown of Southern California are a free-spirited, fun-loving group of people who like to just hang out and skateboard, maybe try to surf, things like that. However, with the extensive school closings here in Southern California, the so-called groundbreaking accomplishments where kids grow up in distorted homes or are brought by their parents to listen to drag queen story hour, where the drag queens sometimes seem a little too excited to play with the kids, as you saw in that photo there, and are often dressed in very hypersexualized clothing, which is obviously not appropriate for children, along with the laws that allow women to have their children murdered in their womb before they are even born being stronger than in many other states. You would think that we really don't care about our children here in Southern California on a whole. Surprisingly enough, though, we at least have one silver lining in that our missing children numbers have been going down, and we are not one of the states with the highest number of missing children. That actually belongs to Alaska at the moment. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Anna's Thoughts and Musical Parodies, and I am Anna, your hostess. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to support what I do here, please don't forget to check out the links in the description. Right now, I actually could use the help more than ever. I've mentioned this a couple times here and there, so I just want to reiterate, I am a physically disabled domestic abuse survivor. I have a degenerative disc and I've had chronic pain for about 5 or 6 years now every day. It makes it hard to do a regular job, but I had a part-time job. I was thankful to have that, but I haven't even gotten any hours in the last couple weeks. And then for some reason, the unemployment that I expected to have gotten hasn't shown up. So I'm in a really tight spot. I know a lot of people are going through similar things, but if anyone is able to support, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who has supported in the past. Now let's get into the video. So there were two main stories that got my attention recently and inspired me to make this video about the larger topic of protecting our children of the United States, and specifically here in Southern California. The first one was the gay throuple. So that is a group of 3 men all in a relationship together here in San Diego County who all got their names onto a birth certificate recently. And they are calling that a victory in the media. And then the other one was the Microsoft, Bill Gates run app called Daily Pass that is going to be required by the Los Angeles Unified School District in order for any students to go back to school or staff to work. And they are required to be tested for COVID-19 regularly and contact traced regularly in order to be able to attend taxpayer-funded school. So the gay throuple says that it's no big deal that they are the 3 parents to their now 2 surrogate babies. But Dr. Preet Pal SB would seem to think that it is a pretty big deal. According to his article in womanjunction.com, mothers are naturally much better equipped to care for the needs of young children, and therefore children who grow up in gay households will have higher risk of ending up with psychological defects that they wouldn't have had if they had gotten to grow up with their biological mother and father. As far as I can tell, this gay throuple spent $120,000 to basically bioengineer what they saw as their ideal little family, and of course also took the time to complain about their supposed oppression without probably putting much thought into how it would be for the children to grow up in that situation. I'm sure that they're also enjoying the fame that they're getting from their recent book deal as well. This story also makes me think of a well-known passage in Proverbs chapter 3, which says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not on thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones." So basically, if people didn't even think to go outside of the way that God originally designed marriage to be between a man and a woman, procreating and supporting and complementing each other, such as the article mentioned, and as I've always just been able to just see from living life and seeing the way that males and females differ from each other and interact and all of that, if people didn't think to even try to have kids as gay couples or gay thruples, those kids' lives would be a lot healthier and better living within God's design for human beings. The robbery of our liberties and the taking away of our ability to adequately care for ourselves as a response by so many governors to the COVID-19 situation has been causing a lot of increased depression and the highest number of suicides in the country just from 2021 have been here in California. And as of March 7th, 2021, about 225 of those were youths aged 5 to 19 years old. According to ABC 7 News, in November of 2020, an insane number of teenagers ended up in the San Francisco emergency room on Halloween night due to suicide attempts. This is one of the many reasons why parents and would-be students alike have been protesting for schools to reopen. The Los Angeles Unified School District is planning to do that soon, but of course not without taking away more personal liberty from the citizens of Los Angeles. On top of the typical mask requirements and social distancing procedures that we've been having all around the United States for the past year or so, LAUSD is also requiring all students and staff to take part in using an app that was developed by none other than the Bill Gates-run Microsoft Corporation. This app is called Daily Pass and requires students and staff to get regularly tested, either at a location set up by the school or at home. And is also going to keep intensive records of contact tracing whenever anybody doesn't pass the test. One of the strangest things about this whole situation to me, though, is that students are required to participate in the program if they want to come back to on-campus learning, but teachers are told to come back to work while they're waiting for their test result. This is just obviously the wrong thing to do if there is a real legitimate concern that teachers could be sick and infecting students. Kind of makes you wonder if there is a real legitimate concern or if this is just another power grab from the state of California. But yes, students and staff are going to be required to get tested regularly, but thankfully vaccines are not required just yet, although it looks like it's just a matter of time, according to this statement from the LAUSD website, saying that as soon as vaccines become more widely available, they will likely be required. So I, just like so many other people, really am seeing this whole situation with COVID-19 reactionaries, like our governor here in California, Gavin Newsom, and so many other governors. I'm really seeing what they're doing as just pretty blatant power grabs that are often causing way more harm than they are reducing. And it just really doesn't make sense to have all that reaction to a pandemic that is, I'm pretty sure, less deadly than, situations that we've had going on forever, such as deaths from smoking or alcohol use or abortion. And the deaths from abortion are actually celebrated by the mainstream. So yeah, I really don't believe that anyone, or at least most people in the government, have any concern at all for the well-being of American citizens in general, or for our health and safety. I think a lot of them are in it for the money and for the power, and are headed towards the Great Reset that we've been hearing about here and there, if we are in the know. That's really about all I have to say for now, though. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. I love to read them and respond and have a conversation. Don't forget to click the thumbs up since you made it all the way to the end of the video and loved it enough to get all the way here. And share with someone else to keep them informed on the craziness of California. Have a wonderful night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time zone you're in. Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you would like to support. And I will see you next time. Bye.